California, here we come, right back where we started from. California, here we come. California, here we come.
Alright, hey guys, welcome back. Today we have Roxy here. She is my middle school best friend.
Yeah.
And so we've known each other since we were
in 7th grade.
so we were like 12 years old.
Yeah, 12, 13.
And she's
Around there.
visiting from
Chester, Virginia.
so in this video I guess we just want to kind of go over like back in the days, the
Yeah.
little memories we have.
Yeah. Every time we see something that reminds us of like our class, we start cracking up and we're like, I gotta tag Jenny.
Yeah, because we were so bad in class. Like, we would never pay attention.
No.
So we used to be really bad.
And it was funny because the way it started, like I remember, I think it was PE, and I was like, oh, can I hang out with you? And you're like, yeah, but then you would ditch me. And I wouldn't find you.
I would always ditch her. Like, I would see her and I would dip. Like,
and then she finally loved me. And we were inseparable pretty much. We took like pictures and everything together.
we were inseparable.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because this has been a long friendship.
Yeah.
Like, no matter, she has moved, I don't know how many times. She even went to, where was it?
Yeah, because I joined the military in 2008. That's when I moved out. And then I even went to Afghanistan. I've been to Kentucky, Germany.
Yes, she went to
Virginia.
Germany and we still kept in touch.
Yeah, and every time we come back together, we're always like, hey, like nothing
Yeah,
ever
like nothing
happened.
ever happened. It's so
Yeah.
cool. So we've been together. We've been friends for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
You remember, like, we used to be sitting next to each other and we would be talking, and then the teacher would, like, split us up. And it didn't matter
No.
if the teacher split us up. That did not matter. Like, we would always find a way to
Yeah.
communicate and get back at each other.
People would help us pass notes around. Like,
That's
we're
what's
like,
crazy
just pass
to
it,
me.
Just pass it.
And they wouldn't even
No,
read it. They would
no.
just be like, okay.
Yeah, even if it was about a boy that we were talking about, he
Yeah.
would still pass it, and we'd be like, like talking about him. And he was still so like dumb about it. Just pass it around as well. Yeah, it was funny. We had all these inside jokes.
Yeah,
With
a lot of them.
nicknames for
Pelota de
certain.
grasa.
Pelota de grasa was one guy that we did not like because he was
It
so
was a lot of,
mean.
yeah, he
He
was.
was like mean, and he was always like messing with us. So that was his name. Or like I don't even know if we should say somebody's name because it was like
'Cause, yeah,
Osama bin Laden or something. I can't remember that one. That one was funny. Saddam Hussein. That was it. Yeah, we would crack up so bad. Like you could hear us squealing from laughing, and the teacher would be like, "If you guys don't stop talking," we were like spitting everywhere. Yeah, it was pretty.
It was
funny.
fun though.
It
now that I
was.
think about it.
Yeah.
And we cried for our
Yeah.
8th grade ceremony. Like after we graduated, we swore we would never see each other again.
I know, because we
It was
went to two
crazy.
different high schools. I moved to Orange County, so that was like completely like left LA. Yeah, we were like, no, we're never gonna like see each other. Now our kids are like the same age.
Yeah.
And everything. We both have kids. That's the crazy part to me. That we both have kids now. We're both married. We're old.
We're old. But I don't know. I like the fact that we always keep in touch.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We always try.
Yeah, and for a while I was like the bad influence still because I would come back and get you drunk and then drop you off.
I know there was
Bye.
a little time when like she wasn't living here in LA, so she would come down and then we would go and party up, get drunk, go home,
Yeah.
and then she would leave, and then 6 months later she'll come back again, and we'll do it all over again.
Yeah.
But now with kids, it's kind of like we think about it more.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
back then, like I was the one one kid, and that was it, you know?
Yeah.
So it was easier, but now I have 3.
Yeah.
And she has 2,
I
and
have
it's kind of
2.
hard to, find
It
people.
is, yeah.
Take
And
care
it's
of.
not the same either. I think if we were to go now, we'd be sitting there like awkward, like
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Like our state of mind is in a different place.
We'd
now.
be so worried about the kids.
We're like
and
moms,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah, or like even if we would feel so uncomfortable being around other people that we just didn't know. We'd be like, I want to go home.
Yeah, because back then we would really party.
Yeah, and she would always bet me. She's like, you can't get me drunk, and I was like, you want to bet?
Yeah, I would always be the angel one. Like, oh, I'm not gonna, Roxy, I'm not gonna drink today. Okay, 1 drink and that's it. I would always end up wasted.
I don't do peer pressure. I'm like, okay, you don't know me very well. That's all I do.
we would end up at this place called Sharky's, and we would get the fishbowl.
Yeah.
And we would end up wasted.
That was it. That was our night. Yeah, but it was always fun because we would always like. At first, we're like, we're not dancing, we're so shy, and then we'd be like in the middle.
Yeah, we would be the ones,
like the only ones
making the dance moves,
making up the dance moves. I don't even think we knew what we were doing. We're just
Yeah.
like, it's a shaking. It's like, okay. Yeah.
What is one thing you remember from us in middle school besides the whole, like, as far as my personality goes? Do you feel like I've changed?
Yes and no. You've always been very, like, after you stopped ditching me, you've always been caring, like, you always, like, if you notice that I was, like, missing something or whatever, you always, like, let me have some of yours, or yours even, you pretty much, like, took me in and you, like, took care of me, because I was really shy, and I stuck to you, and I knew that I stuck to you, but I was like, I'm not letting her go, because you made me feel so, like, safe, I guess, in a way. I didn't feel like, you just kind of have like that caring personality. You still kind of have it. Well, you still have it now because of your kids, but it's just more motherly now. Before it was like, she's my friend, I'll kick your ass. Now it's kind of like, it's my friend. But it's the whole motherly thing. You kind of always had a very friendly personality on that.
That's awesome because I never felt that way.
Yeah. I mean, and I guess I don't know really, because there are things that I don't know how you've grown up in a way. Before, you're like, I'm gonna kick everybody's ass.
Yeah,
you're
like,
kind of
now
like,
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna chill a little bit.
Yeah, you're like, if I don't need to get in that situation, I won't.
Yeah, I feel like I have grown in that aspect because I kind of compare myself from like high school and then now, and it's like I think a bit different.
Yeah.
But as far as the way I am or was, like I feel like I haven't, like I can't be like, oh, I'm gonna sit back and look at myself. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
You were always calm and shy. You were like, if anything, you were like, don't do that. So you were the one that kept me in place. Like, Jen, think about it. You can't get into fights. You shouldn't do that. There's certain things you shouldn't do, and like she always had that.
Yeah.
She would keep me in place.
Yeah.
Not, I don't know what.
But then you were always my way out, even if it was just going to your church. It was my way of running away from the house because I was so like sheltered too. Like my dad was, wouldn't let me go anywhere. So I'm like, oh, go to Jenny's church.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I feel like we both were sheltered.
Yeah, we were both sheltered, like in the whole church thing. And like the way of getting out from it was like, I'll go to your church, you go to my church.
Yeah, so we would go to each other's churches and then like we would have a blast.
Yeah, we always had fun. Even if it wasn't doing anything bad, you were the first person I ever got in a train with, and I remember I was so scared, and you were like, what are you scared about? I was like, the train. Like, it was like the evil train or something, or like the bus. I remember taking the bus for the first time, and you were like, why are you so scared of a bus? And I was like, yeah, the bus.
Because you would always get picked up, and it was like,
Yeah.
So.
You kind of took me out from like the little bubble I was in, I guess.
I think we learn a lot from each other too.
Yeah.
In like different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she went another way, like because she was in the military, and I stayed here, but there was like things like learning how to keep a friendship when we're far away. Not a lot of people can do that, and even like close friendships or people that you communicate with on a daily basis, sometimes you can't even keep those friendships.
No, because like I had a best friend that I made while I was in Afghanistan, and like I'm not friends with her anymore either.
It's just crazy.
It's just things. It's weird how things change, how your life changes, but we were able to still kind of keep that connection, and now like we have your middle child and my first are like the same age, so like I would tell you things like, I don't know. You'd be like, oh, that's normal. Like, don't worry.
Yeah,
about
there's
it.
ways we can still relate to each other.
Yeah.
And keep the friendship going.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
And yeah, we could talk about the past and it still makes us crack up to this day. Like, we will tag ourselves on like the 5 different memes with the same joke, and we're like, that's funny.
And we could always relate to it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's the funny part. Yeah, that's just it. Like, we have so many little things, you know, that keep us connected, but we've grown apart in the sense where there's certain things where, like, yeah, I could relate to that, but that's not the route I went to. This is what I did, you know? So we're kind of like, okay, so not that.
Have a handshake.
Yeah, we used to have a handshake, but I don't really
But
remember.
I can't remember. I remember it was like this, but then it, like, from there, I
don't
can't remember.
I remember a lot of little things. Like, I remember we used to, like, because I know for a fact at one point we were crushing on the same boy. And we used to pretend fight in front of him. Because we thought it was so cool.
I don't know why we would do that.
He didn't even look at us. That was a funny thing. We did so many little weird junior high things.
We never really fought.
It was really, no.
Or argued at all.
I don't think so. No, we never did. Like, even I'm pretty sure there were things we didn't agree on, but we never really, like,
push each other's buttons. We didn't do that.
It was weird.
It was weird. Now that we think about it,
yeah,
it's like,
it's weird because I can't think of a time where we're like, I don't want to be your friend no more or nothing like that.
No,
like, for the most
we never
part.
had that.
Mm-mm.
If anything, I think that's what would bring us closer. Like,
Yeah, because we both
certain
had like the Christian background, but we both were like, yes and no. Like, I believe it, but it's too much.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's what kind of helped us a lot to connect.
And we were bad, but we weren't like super.
Yeah,
bad. We were not.
No, like we weren't like trying to do like drugs or drink behind our parents' back. The worst we got was, like I said, going to each other's church, and that was like the way we were running away from our house. I think that's pretty much, like, even though we have so much in common now, I think what's kept us close is just the memories and the things that we go back to.
And relate on.
Yeah, what we can relate on now. We see the differences, you know, on how different, like, we grew up. A lot of times, like, I wonder how it would have been if we would have gone to high school together.
I know. I think it would have been wild.
Yeah, cause like, even though I never really had like a bad child memory. Like, I remember, like, in high school, even in Orange County, like, I'd be out in the streets and, like, with my other friends and stuff, and I think if we would have stuck together, we would have been so comfortable with each other.
Yeah. We would have bitched together.
Yeah, we would have
been bad together.
Yeah, bad. Like, you want to go to a church camp with me? That would have been our rebel. That was another one. That was my way of rebelling, was going to church camp. Because I wasn't home, and then I would go to church camp in my way of I remember being all like, "Oh, I'm being bad. We're not going to service today. I'm gonna stay in the bathroom."
So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Now you don't have to go home, but you gotta get out.